Hey guys, welcome back to Feeling is Healing. Today I'm talking about how I am doing 6 months into my journey of taking Zoloft. As far as physical side effects, I feel they've mostly all passed, other than I do feel it aggravates my already sensitive digestion issues, but other than that, all physical side effects I believe have passed. One thing I have noticed is sometimes it can feel that much more of a challenge to really express my emotions. Sometimes it feels like, for example, sadness. I feel like there's some sadness below there, but it feels as if somehow it's trapped, like I can't get it out. I see a lot of people say that they struggle to cry on Zoloft. And I've definitely had that too. As you guys know, I was prescribed Zoloft for anxiety. In all honesty, this time round, my second time round taking Zoloft, I can't say it's improved my anxiety all that much. Or at least I have my doubts as to what extent it's helping me. Having said that, my anxiety has improved this past month or so. However, I think that is due to other changes that I've been making in my life. One thing which has been helping me, as I do have a physical health condition that means it's difficult for me to get out of the house. So sometimes I can be quite isolated, and one thing which has been helping me is every day try to have sort of social contact with a friend or family member, and I believe that has helped me quite a lot. I've also been, in general, just seeking out discomfort wherever I can, whether that's striking up conversation with a neighbor or having that uncomfortable chat with a close friend or family member, having to be vulnerable, just looking to lean into discomfort, to try and banish fear from different areas, because that in turn boosts my self-respect and my confidence, which spills over into other parts of my life. Another thing which has been really helping me is I have been taking CBD oil. I've just been taking maybe 2 or 3 drops a day, usually with my dinner. Actually, it's helped quite a lot. I'm gonna do a review in my next video of how CBD oil has been affecting me, but so far it's the best supplement I've tried for anxiety. So that's been really positive. I had been taking L-theanine before, which was helpful, but I stopped because it was causing me headaches. The only thing with CBD oil, if you are on an SSRI, you should speak to your doctor first before taking it, as they can interact. Also, thanks to some help from a good friend of mine, I've been practicing just feeling my emotions fully. Whereas before, I put a lot of emphasis and focus on the production of good feelings, just trying to manifest feeling happy and joyful. I think I was slightly off balance. You have to embrace all your feelings, and that's what I've been practicing doing, just allowing myself to feel that sadness or feel that anger, and it's been really helpful. It's come at a really good time because not long ago I had a difficult conflict with a family member where they said some things which it was very painful. It was very hard, and I've been practicing just feeling the emotions, because at the time before I ran into my friend who helped redirect me somewhat, I was very anxious. I was sort of suppressing the emotions somewhat. So that's been really healthy for me, just allowing myself to feel whatever I need to feel and being self-compassionate at the same time. And I do believe that has helped my anxiety too, because I have been applying it to the anxiety, just fully allowing myself to feel anxious. It's helped me a lot, and with the event that I had with the family member, it's helped me process that. I had to go through quite a lot of grief and sadness, but now I feel better for it, and it's helped me get to a place, okay, let me reframe it and see what I took from that experience. What good did it serve me? And actually, it served me well, because in the past, I was someone who was more afraid of confrontation and speaking up, especially to family members. And I think due to experiences I've had, I had been shying away from conflict. But this interaction, it was good because it was facing my fear. It's like Jordan Peterson says, to get the pot of gold, we have to defeat the dragon. We have to do whatever scares us most. That's what's most useful to push up against, and then you get the reward. If you might be someone who is already confront, and is often in conflict. So for someone like that, your biggest fear might be just being vulnerable and expressing to someone, hey, look, you hurt me. Or just learning to let it go. Sometimes it's a balance of being able to let some things go. I do believe that experience has helped relinquish some anxiety, because it was facing up to one of my biggest fears, and that is confronting people, especially family members, when I feel they've spoke to me or treated me in a way which goes against my boundaries, pushes past my boundaries. So it is good to let people know when they've done that. It's what we fear most that we have to face in order to get the biggest reward. And for me, that was one of my biggest fears. And the reward has been more confidence and less anxiety. So I'm looking to continue that approach, as hard as it is, even though I was so anxious before and during, and it did result in a conflict with anger. It was like, okay, well, I'm still alive. That's happened. So I have been trying to put this into practice, to push against fear where I can. It's been helping me push against the fear, but to also be self-compassionate at the same time, to address the self-talk and be like, Brendan, this was really hard. Right now you feel scared, feel hurt, but you're doing a great job. Everything we do, have to always try to remember to be self-compassionate, to really be there for ourselves like we'd be there for a loving friend or family member. Though at the root of all of these things, which do help, don't get me wrong, there is still some fear of the anxious sensations. Part of being human means experiencing anxiety, right? Anxiety can become more of an issue when you start becoming anxious of the anxious sensations themselves. And I've come a long way on that, but there still is some fear there of the sensations themselves. I've still got some way to go before I can say, that's it. I no longer fear anxious sensations. There's still work to do. Just like you guys, I'm just still figuring out what things work best for me, what's in my toolkit, what strategies can I use. Singing, music, breath work, meditation, different things. And I'm slowly building up my toolkit, but there's still work to do. Sometimes during a setback or more anxious period, it can feel like I'm back at square one, like I'm at that first peg again. The sense of doom can come over me, like, oh, that's it, we're going back to rock bottom. But when I take a step back, I see, okay, wow, I've come a long way. Having this space to talk about what's been helping me, what is still challenging for me, and being able to share with you guys and hear how you guys are doing on your journey, it's really helpful for me, and it really means a lot to everyone that stops by and leaves comments or is just watching the video. It does feel good to have that sense of connection and community with you guys, just to feel like I'm not in this alone. It really means a lot. So that feeling of we're all in this together, like I never claimed to be some sage or super wise guru. I'm just wanting to share my journey, things that help me, things that are still a challenge for me, and looking to have that community with others going through the same thing, being able to share with one another our triumphs and our setbacks. That's all part of the journey, not just with anxiety recovery, but with life. It's peaks and troughs, ups and downs. You got to ride the waves. That's what I've been trying to do. Just ride the waves, go with the flow. It's easier said than done, but it's good to have that goal. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Do leave a comment, let me know how you guys are doing with your medication or just in general. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you are new. Okay, thanks again. Take care.